It's my first day working on board a cruise ship, and today is the first time that I'm going out in a port. But breakfast first. My cabin is located in the forward part of the ship, and the crew mess is at the back of the ship, plus on another deck. So it takes me about 6 to 8 minutes to get there. I like it that our ship, Costa Smeralda, is quite new. It was built in the year 2019, so all its facilities are good and quite modern. We always have a lot of food options in the crew mess. For breakfast, I usually take some eggs with bacon and vegetables, sometimes coffee, fruits and cornflakes with yogurt. We have very good food on board for the crew. Today we are in Barcelona. The cruise port here is really huge and it has several terminals. We are docked at the Terminal E. Here the gangway for the guests is located on deck 6. It is connected directly to the terminal, but the gangway for the crew is on deck 3. We go out to the pier. Our departure time from Barcelona today is 19 o'clock. That is why all guests must be on board at 18:30. But for crew it's always 1 hour before the departure, so 18 o'clock for today. Today I start working in the afternoon, so I went out early in the morning. Port workers were delivering bags of guests disembarking in Barcelona. One day before disembarkation, guests leave their bags outside of their cabins. At night they are picked up by our staff, and in the morning when we arrive in the port, they get delivered to the terminal. And for guests that do not disembark in Barcelona but continue traveling with us, there is a shuttle bus that takes them from the cruise port to the city, because the port is located quite far from the city center. The shuttle bus costs 13 euros per person for the round trip to the city and back, but crew members use the shuttle buses for free. We don't have to pay. In Barcelona, the shuttle bus brings you to a location not far from the World Trade Center and the statue of Christopher Columbus. The trip takes about 15 minutes and the buses depart every 20 to 30 minutes. As I visited Barcelona before and I already saw the most popular places there, I didn't want to see something specific. Plus, I didn't have that much time, so I decided just to have a walk without any specific plan but randomly choosing some direction. I am in Barcelona! I was just enjoying the walking, good weather and beautiful architecture of the city. It was also twice more enjoyable because in my country at this time of the year the weather is already cold, but here it still was like summertime. And you appreciate things more if you have something to compare them with. Today there was an international boat racing competition in the city, so many people from different countries came to join this event.
So it's the next 12 days is the competition. If you head over to the coast, onto where the beaches are, you'll see there's just all this, viewing of the race, and there's big fan zones and there's big screens. Have you been up that way yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you saw all the big fan zones up there.
After the walk, I came to the shuttle bus point, and luckily the bus was right there, as if waiting for me, and we departed right away. I needed to go back to the ship quite early, because I needed to start work at 12:30. The shuttle bus was almost empty at this time, because all guests were still outside enjoying the city. Barcelona is always a busy port for us. Our ship has embarkation and disembarkation in all ports on its itinerary. There is always a flow of guests, and a lot of people are embarking and disembarking in Barcelona. Today we had around 2,100 embarking guests, and of course on the first day people usually have a lot of questions. Usually guests embark before lunch, but they cannot go directly to their cabins, as they are not ready yet by that time, because housekeeping need time to prepare the cabins after disembarking guests, usually until 2 or 2:30 p.m. On the first day, guests need to join an emergency drill, and if it's their first cruise, they do not know what to do and where to go. They can have questions about internet or drinking packages, restaurants on board, maybe their luggage, And as I work at reception and we are a point of reference for all guests for any kind of information, they always come with their questions to us. So when in Barcelona, it's always a busy day for us. Today is my 5th day on board and it's a sea day, so we didn't enter any port today, but we're just sailing the whole day. Last 4 days we're working 10 or 10 and a half hours a day. For example, today I work from 12 to 5:30 p.m. and now I have a 2 hours break, and then again I have to work for 4.5 hours till 12 at night. And I feel very good now because I just had some nice ice cream and the crab. When you work on board, on some positions you get privileges, so you can go to guest areas and use their facilities. If I go with my uniform, I can sit in some bar, cafes or restaurants in the free time, and I can also order food there. Today I did it for the first time. I went to an ice cream shop that was recommended by my colleague, and I got this super delicious crab with fruits and ice cream. After that, life became much sweeter. And it really made me feel so good. It was just amazing. When we eat in the passengers' restaurants, we have to pay also like they do, but we get a discounted price. So for this incredible crab with ice cream and fruits, I paid €4.30. Actually, the majority of restaurants are free for passengers, but there are some places that require extra payment. For example, we have a sushi restaurant, or we have a restaurant with Michelin star hooks, or we have these ice cream shops. In these restaurants, passengers have to pay for their food. After our work shift, my colleagues invited me to join them in the crew bar, the main place for socializing on the ship. Here we can get some drinks, snacks, and they also sell some first need washing and hygienic things, like shampoo, shower gel, and so on. Because on Costa Smeralda, we do not have a separate crew shop, like on many other cruise ships. So they sell these things in the crew bar. And prices are quite affordable. We also buy here drinking water that we can take to our cabins. A pack of 6 1.5 liter bottles costs €1.62. So we played some games with the girls and it was a nice end of the day.